Have you ever looked at those girls with the perfect snatched waist and thought, bro, what is actually going on? Like, whatever she wears looks good on her. Oversized hoodie? Cute. Crop top? Cute. Random outfit she probably found on her bedroom floor? Still cute. And then you ask her what she eats, expecting some life-changing answer, and she's like, oh, honestly, I don't really diet. I had a burger yesterday. A burger? Yesterday? Girl, I gain confidence issues just looking at a burger. Like, be so for real right now. How are you eating burgers? Fries? Iced coffees? Desserts? And somehow still looking like a Pinterest board come to life while the rest of us eat one extra snack. And suddenly, our genes are fighting for their lives? It literally makes no sense. Well, that's what I thought too. Until I realized those girls aren't secretly blessed by the weight loss gods. They're just doing a bunch of small things every day that nobody notices. And once you notice them, you start realizing that weight loss is a lot less about starving yourself and a lot more about fixing the habits that are quietly sabotaging you every single day. So in this video, let's talk about them, and before you click off thinking, Yeah, I've heard all this before, trust me, you haven't. Because if you already knew everything, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. So stay till the end, because there's a very high chance at least one of these habits is exposing you in 4K. Okay, I know you're about to skip this video. But if you stay for the next 5 seconds, I promise we're getting straight to the point. Tip number 1, the craving killer drink. Okay, bestie, before we talk about food, workouts, calories, or any of that, I need to tell you about the drink that literally made me realize I wasn't actually hungry half the time. Because tell me why I'd be sitting there convinced I needed a snack, a dessert, a little treat, a reward, an emotional support cookie. And then I drink this, and suddenly the craving wasn't fighting for its life anymore. Like, girl, where did the emergency go? So here's the drink: a big glass of ice-cold water, a squeeze of lemon, and a little apple cider vinegar. That's it. No fairy dust. No secret ingredient from a mountain in Switzerland. No powder that costs your entire paycheck. And before somebody runs to the comments, no, this isn't a magical fat-melting potion. If it was, every girl on Pinterest would have a snatched waist by now. But what it can do is help some people feel fuller, which means you're less likely to spend your afternoon wandering into the kitchen every 20 minutes like you're on a food scavenger hunt. And trust me, if your biggest problem is random snacking, those calories add up way faster than you think. So try this before a meal or when a craving hits and see what happens. Worst case scenario, you drank some water. Best case scenario, you just avoided eating calories you didn't even want that badly in the first place. Tip 2, the hot girl diet formula. Okay, bestie, can we please stop pretending that we're going to wake up tomorrow, eat boiled chicken, drink green juice all day, and magically become skinny? Because every time someone starts a weight loss journey, they create the most unrealistic diet plan ever and then wonder why they're fighting for their life in front of the pantry 3 days later. So here's a realistic Pinterest girl fat loss day that you can actually follow. For breakfast, have a bowl of Greek yogurt with strawberries, blueberries, and a little drizzle of honey. It's high in protein, takes about 2 minutes to make, and actually keeps you full. Because if your breakfast is just an iced coffee, don't be surprised when you're ready to eat your couch by 11 a.m. For lunch, make a chicken wrap. Grilled chicken, lettuce, cucumber, a little light ranch, or your favorite sauce, wrapped in a tortilla. Simple, filling, and it doesn't taste like diet food, which is exactly the point. Now around 3 or 4 p.m., when you're suddenly convinced you need a little treat, make this instead. Mix some Greek yogurt with a little honey, spread it on a plate or tray, add sliced strawberries and a few chocolate chips, then freeze it for a couple of hours and break it into pieces. Girl, it literally tastes like something you'd buy at a cute Pinterest cafe for $12. For dinner, have a normal meal. Maybe grilled chicken with potatoes, salmon with rice, or tacos with a good source of protein. Notice how I'm not telling you to ban carbs, because carbs aren't the villain. The villain is eating like you're starving all day and then wondering why you're inhaling snacks at night. And if you want something sweet after dinner, have a small treat and move on. One cookie is a cookie. It does not mean you've ruined your entire weight loss journey. That's the whole secret. Real meals, a planned snack, enough protein to keep you full, and enough flexibility that you don't quit by Wednesday. Tip number 3, the 10-minute craving rule. Okay, bestie, I need you to explain something to me. Why is it that the second we're bored, our brain suddenly starts acting like a food influencer? Like you'll be sitting there doing absolutely fine, and out of nowhere your brain goes, you know what would make this moment better? A snack. And now you're thinking about chips, then cookies, then chocolate. Then somehow you've convinced yourself that eating something is a productive use of your time. Like, girl, were you hungry 5 minutes ago? No. Were you thinking about food 5 minutes ago? Also no. So why are we suddenly planning a full kitchen tour? And this right here is one of the biggest reasons people struggle to lose weight. Not because they're eating huge meals, not because they're living off fast food, but because every tiny craving gets treated like an emergency situation. The second the thought appears, the mission begins. And here's the funny part. Most cravings are literally just thoughts. That's it. They show up, they make a little noise, and if you ignore them for a few minutes, they leave. But because we've gotten into the habit of immediately grabbing a snack every time we crave something, our brain now expects a reward every single time. So the next time a craving hits, don't do anything. Just wait 10 minutes, that's all. Because once you realize how many cravings disappear on their own, you'll start seeing the difference between being hungry and just being bored. And trust me, that realization alone can save you a shocking amount of calories. Tip number 4, become a professional walker. Okay, bestie, now that we've talked about the habits that might be causing weight gain, let's talk about actually losing the fat that's already there. Because I know some of y'all are sitting there like, that's great and all, but the weight has already been gained. What do I do now? And honestly, walk. I know, that sounds way too simple. Every time someone talks about weight loss, people expect some secret workout, some crazy challenge, or a fitness routine that requires suffering. But meanwhile, one of the most underrated things you can do is literally walk more. Because, let's be honest, some of us have accidentally become professional sitters. We sit while studying, sit while eating, sit while watching Netflix, and then wonder why our daily movement is lower than our phone battery. The reason walking works is because it's easy to stick to. You don't need motivation. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need to mentally prepare for 3 hours beforehand. You just put on your shoes and go. And unlike those extreme workout plans, people quit after 4 days. Walking is something you can actually do consistently for months. So if you're serious about losing weight, stop asking yourself, what's the most intense workout I can do? And start asking, how can I move more every single day? Because trust me, a habit you can do for 5 months will always beat a workout routine you quit next Tuesday. Tip number 5, the skinny girl plate hack. Okay, bestie, this next tip sounds so stupid that I almost didn't believe it myself. Use a smaller plate. I know, you're probably sitting there like, girl, I clicked on a weight loss video, not an interior design tutorial, but hear me out. Imagine I give you the exact same amount of food. On one plate, it looks tiny. On the other plate, it looks like a full, satisfying meal. Which one do you think your brain is going to be happier with? Exactly. Because your stomach isn't the only thing deciding whether you're satisfied. Your eyes are involved too. And your eyes are dramatic. Like seriously, put a normal portion of pasta on one of those giant dinner plates, and suddenly it looks like somebody forgot half the meal. Now put that same portion on a smaller plate, and all of a sudden it looks cute, balanced, and Pinterest-worthy. And this is where a lot of people accidentally play themselves. They grab the biggest plate in the kitchen, serve food based on how empty the plate looks, and then wonder why their portions keep getting bigger and bigger. Girl, the plate is basically peer pressuring you into eating more. So if you're trying to lose weight, try this for a week. Use a slightly smaller plate for your meals and see what happens. Because when your portions look bigger, you're more likely to feel satisfied with less food. And no, it's not mind control. It's just giving your brain one less excuse to ask for a second serving 5 minutes later. Because trust me, losing weight is hard enough. We do not need our dinner plates working against us too. All right, bestie, that's all for today. Now stop watching weight loss videos and go actually try these tips. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, bestie.